Welcome back to the 30-Day Leadership Visibility Challenge. Now, you've probably heard the phrase, it's lonely at the top, if you've ever spoken to someone about being a senior leader. Indeed, you might be feeling that way yourself. The truth is, it can be very lonely. You can no longer pop into a colleague's office to cheer a difficult situation over in the same way. At least not the same way you did early in your career, where you and your peers were able to do this and there were no repercussions. One, you and your peers are incredibly busy today, and you all have different specialisms, plus there's an element of privacy that you need to be cognizant of. Your boss is no longer your primary mentor, and they're to help and develop you as a manager and leader. Sure, they will hopefully pay some interest to your professional development, but the further up the chain you go, the less time those people have for you and your career. Ultimately, you will find your relationships with your colleagues shift dramatically as you step up into those more senior positions. And it isn't all bad. Indeed, you become the person who is hired to solve the problems, which is both a great thing and a lonely place to be at the same time. Far too many people burn out because they don't have the support systems in place that allow them to thrive, to focus as a leader. There will be great moments, but there will also be plenty of challenges. In fact, more than ever before. And you need a support network that is going to be there when you need it and is no longer just your peers. Instead, it's time to think like every other aspect of your career. Take full responsibility for building and maintaining your support network. Now, your support network comprises a wide variety of roles and individuals, but some areas to consider are, firstly, mentors. Build a specific mentoring network. Mentors can be formal or informal, but you need many. In fact, the further up the career ladder you go, the more powerful those informal mentoring relationships are. Be ready to give back and give to your mentor network. Remember that mentors don't need to be people who are in a position you want next. You can get valuable insights from anyone who knows stuff you don't or has experience you don't. Ultimately, as a leader, you will be building your own unique career path, so don't wait for the ideal mentor to come along. Build a pool of people with great knowledge. Peer mentoring is also incredibly powerful. If you can, join a group of people at the same level of career as you, ideally across a variety of industries to give you that broader base of knowledge. Join a coaching program where they have such a setup in place. Your professional network as a leader is also a big asset. I recommend that leaders spend at least 10 minutes a day networking and aim to give one coffee chat per week, unless you're actively job hunting. Your network serves so many purposes, opening doors, advocating for you, including headhunting. And at the end of the day, remember the majority of jobs are not advertised. Watch out for your network's announcements on LinkedIn, and you may be better informed than your peers about technology innovations. Your network is also a huge business asset. The more senior you are, the more likely it is that an idea will be thrown around a boardroom and input is needed. If you know your network well, you know who to ask the right questions of to help shed some interesting expertise. Your network can also provide useful information as prospective users of future products and possibly even as prospects and leads and to sell to. Your executive network is part of the package that a company is hiring you for. Don't mistake the idea that you aren't partly beneficial to a company because of your network, because they are a really big asset. Which also reminds me that when you're negotiating a new compensation package, your network is a great source of industry knowledge. Reach out and ask some of your network, what would you expect to pay someone in this role? Suddenly you have a wealth of data to back up your ask. And also, another piece of this puzzle is your professional development. Beyond your mentors, look at who in your network can provide professional development expertise. Have you got an executive leadership coach? Do you need someone who can provide training in key areas of business? Would you benefit from having training in strategy and process development? You don't have to do a course or a degree or postgraduate qualification to get this information. Sometimes you just need a couple of hours of the right person's time in the right room, which is far more time and cost effective for all parties involved. And then the final piece of your networking puzzle, friends and family. Ultimately, when you have a bad day at work, things are going wrong, the workplace is full of toxicity, we need resilience. And the best way to restore our resilience is to have a strong relationship outside work, alongside a great self-care routine. Yes, you're in this for your career, not just the job, but that requires you to take care of you. And that means investing in your friends and family so they're there when you need them. Ultimately, remember that as this is a career, not just a job, to thrive, you need to invest in yourself. That includes investing in your support network. If you wait for the day you need it, you'll be on the back foot. And as with everything else in your career, upfront effort will always pay dividends, even though it requires a more proactive approach. So let's talk about what you're going to do next. Today's homework is to perform an audit of your current support network. Do you have what you need in place from mentors, coaches, professional development experts? Ultimately, do you make sure that they are investing in you and you're investing in them? Are you investing the time you need in your network? And are you investing the time you need to maintain those all-important friends and family relationships too?